goodness, cars are going in and out. But what is going on, guys? We are back in another video, but this time we are inside the Ram Rebel. I wanted to tell you guys, even as a car enthusiast, man, I love having a truck. I love driving this truck in particular. It is, I don't know, it's a great truck and it really serves a great purpose. I kind of talked about it when I did like my review video of the truck. I think when I had it for like a year, I did a review video, but in general, man, the more and more that I have this thing, the more and more I'm like, I always want to have a truck. I honestly plan on keeping this truck for a very long time. I don't see myself upgrading from this truck, even though I did actually, you know what? Actually, I forgot. I did, like right when I got the Focus RS, I was thinking of selling the Corvette and then selling this and then buying a Raptor at one point in time. But then like the more I thought about it, the more I was like, no, honestly, I love this truck. I love especially all the modifications that I've done to it. It really serves the purpose that I want it to serve. And honestly, upgrading wouldn't have made that big of a difference. Don't get me wrong, there's definitely better trucks, there's definitely better things out there. I mean, even like the newer, Ram Rebels, they're like really nice. But honestly though, even upgrading to something newer, it wouldn't serve the purpose better than what this truck does already. What I mean by that is just the fact that, even having a newer truck wouldn't really change the fact what we do with this truck. Having something newer and shinier would be still nice, but it wouldn't change the fact. With this truck, like this truck we use as a truck. So we haul the dirt bikes, we haul our travel trailer. Whenever we have to pick up stuff, move stuff around, we used it. Right now I'm actually taking our one dog to the vet. This is like a perfect dog carrier. And like, yeah, anytime we go across country, we do like long road trips and stuff like that, which if you are interested in any type of travel trailer, dirt biking, adventuring, and camping videos, check out my channel. We do a lot of fun stuff on the channel, but yeah, we use the truck. And also I want to say it definitely makes, whenever you have like something different to drive, it makes driving each vehicle that much more special. So before I had the Focus RS, I had a C5 Corvette, and that was definitely more of the special car to drive. I mean, it was lower to the ground, there was also some issues with it, but like, so I didn't drive it as much. So every time I drove that, it felt more special because I was used to driving the truck on the daily basis. And then, even now, like, even when I'm driving the Focus, jumping in that versus jumping in this, it makes each car feel that much more better, that much more special, if that makes sense, just because they both do a purpose, and they both have a different purpose. It makes each car just that much more special. And I will say, especially since this truck is like a little bit lifted, I think I have like a 3 or 4 inch lift. It makes each car just that much more special. And I will say, especially since this truck is like a little bit lifted, I think I have like a 3 or 4 inch lift on here. It feels like we are up in the sky, which is like kind of nicer. I mean, I personally love the big center console. I know some people, like, their mindset is if it's a truck, it should have like the third seat here. So like right there, some people want to have the third seat. I like having the center console just because I like that. This truck has the upgraded styling, so it looks a little bit better, at least in my opinion. I think it looks like a baby TRX. And it does come equipped with the 5.7 liter Hemi V8, which I think is a great engine. I had a Challenger RT in the past, had the same engine. Obviously it's tuned differently, but it's more of a workhorse inside this application. But I think the engine itself is a great engine. Yes, it has some problems, just like any other car manufacturer. I know, like lifter issues and stuff like that. But hey, overall, it's a pretty decent engine. They put it in like a lot of things just because it's a good engine, and it can tow, and that's one of the big things. Reason why I love having the truck, just the ability to be able to tow. Now, we're not towing anything crazy. I'm towing like a hiker trailer. It's not the heaviest thing in the world, but when I was looking at even getting like a Raptor, and I was looking at like, oh, the towing capability is like lower than this, just because that has a different suspension and everything like that. Um, it did make me think like, well, especially now, like I've gotten into towing stuff, and I kind of like towing. I just got these towing mirrors by Boost Auto. So if you guys are interested in any type of truck accessories and stuff like that, check out Boost Auto. I have a link down below. These towing mirrors are like great. But now that I'm getting into like towing more and more, I'm like, yeah, I don't want to limit the capability, especially because this truck was optioned to be a tow vehicle. It's much more of a towing rig. And I say that because I would love to eventually do more in-depth track days and stuff like that, or even just towing motorcycles more. Especially because, yeah, on our last across the country trip, we towed our hiker trailer and we towed a street bike back with us from New York all the way to Southern California. So that was pretty epic. The way that we have our trailer set up right now, we can tow like a dirt bike with us, but we didn't tow, yeah, that was my first time towing like a street bike that was a little bit heavier. So just having that extra weight and just not having to worry is like nice. And then one of the other things that I just absolutely love about this truck is just the size of this rear seat compartment. Like before we even had the travel trailer, when we would go across country, we used to sleep literally in the back seat of the truck. And it was great. Like honestly, it was like wonderful. Now we usually have our dogs in the back seat. We have 3 now, Huskies. So they're usually back there, but on like long trips, like literally like a full weekend worth of driving, they're fine and dandy, just kind of there with us. Even when we have people that come into town and we're picking people up and stuff like that, having the truck is nice. It's kind of nice chauffeuring people around inside the truck just because it's like just a little bit bigger, a little more room, and also it soaks up all these bumps. Like right now I'm driving over bumps. Like this road right now is like not that great at all, but the truck suspension soaks it all up. Yeah, having the truck, it's just really nice. There's so many more things that you can do that you can't quite do with just having a car, which I do understand that is like, it is a privilege to have both. But I was gonna say, from my perspective of being a car enthusiast, having a truck as well, it's just been a nice bonus. So many more things I could do, so many more things I can accomplish, and it just really makes having a car, really makes having the car itself just that much more pleasurable. But I do want to say some of the negative sides is literally like where I'm parking right now. Oh my God, this is like a tight spot, but I'm inside the truck. But you gotta do what you gotta do.